Hey, what's up guys? Nate here, and today we're going to be doing a recap video on everything I have not made a video on for Apocalypse Rising 2. And if you guys are new to APOC or Apocalypse Rising in general, basically the second Apocalypse Rising 2 is being worked on. And the biggest thing about this we're going to start off with is it's going to be worked on at the Roblox headquarters for 40 hours a week, starting June 5th until the end of August. So this is Hublox2. He is a developer for Apocalypse Rising 2, and they're going to be able to work on APOC 2 for a long time this summer. Like, they're going to have a lot of time to work on AR2. So expect for like the game to pick up pace, you know, and for the development to speed up. The next thing I want to talk about is this post was by Gus Fnac a little over a week ago, and basically he purchased recording equipment to record like sounds for the game. They're basically wanting to make every part of this game like really nice. So let's go ahead and read this, or some of this. It says, the ultimate purpose of audio effects in APOC 2 is to immerse the player. To do this, there's two categories of audio we're thinking about: feedback and ambience. Any sound that plays when the player takes an action should be considered feedback, while ambience should be sounds that play depending on the environment. And he says, like, sounds like footsteps, gunshots, and bullet whizzing can't really get too creative, but they can drastically improve the quality of these sounds in APOC 2. Because like the sounds in APOC are so old, and the bullet whizzing sound you hear is straight out of a cartoon. Like, APOC 2 is just gonna be so much more improved, way past that, like professional sound. And sometimes in current APOC, your footsteps don't match the material you're walking on, which gets annoying, and that's gonna be really cool in APOC 2, how they're gonna work on like all different types of audio, so it like makes sense, you know? Like, if you're walking on grass, it shouldn't sound like you're walking on a road, you know? And they're also gonna have things like birds and wind and different things like that. And he says these sound effects are also plentiful and easy to purchase online. So basically he says here that a problem is relying on third-party suppliers for sound effects, so he decided, how about we just make our own sound effects? So basically here, if they got a Hatchet in real life and Hatchet and recorded it, they could have their sound effect. If we want to Hatchet with all those sounds in APOC 2, there's only one way to get them in the quality we want. We have to record them ourselves. Later this year, when the bulk of recording gets started, he'll be buying various tools, materials, and equipment with the intent to smack them together in recording the sounds they make. And he's already bought over 30 unique gunfire sounds for APOC 2. That will be in the game. And the Patriot gun that's currently in Apocalypse Rising actually uses one of these purchased sounds. So that gun sounds really good. Like, I was surprised. I was like, why does this gun sound so much crisper and better than all the other guns? But that is the reason why, because that's actually one of the new sounds that they purchased. And there's a lot more ways to interact with a firearm than just shooting it, and those sounds aren't as easy to find, like reloading or loading cartridges. So it says sound effects for loading certain magazines, loading cartridges one at a time, or any generic metal sound when handling a firearm can be difficult to find and keep consistent. That's where his own collections of firearms comes in. So he's gonna be able to record himself making these kinds of sound effects, like loading cartridges or handling a firearm. So let's go ahead and head on to the next thing here. These are 3 firearms for Apocalypse Rising 2 that are planned to be in the game, and these are World War II types of weapons. And like, the game obviously isn't based on World War II, but it's cool that they're adding a lot of new guns in APOC 2 that we don't have in Apocalypse Rising. It just adds a lot more variety to the game, you know? Seeing these new types of guns, like an M1A1 Thompson, or a Springfield M1903, an M1918 BAR. Like, I would have never expected these types of guns to be in Apocalypse Rising, and they're gonna be in AR2, which is really cool. Yeah, it's cool that they're adding like a wide variety of weapons and things like World War II weapons, so that's cool. And here is a shipwreck, and what amazes me most about this area, the shipwreck location, is it says right here, the green character is a scale reference, which basically means like, look, that would be your character in the game. Imagine how many people could fit on this boat. So that just shows how large this shipwreck is, guys. The guns are not operable though, but it'll just be a cool like area to explore and just be on, you know? It's a cool part of this game. I like how AR2 is gonna have these special areas. Yeah, but this looks really cool. The amount of detail on this is crazy. Let's go ahead and head on over to the next thing, and here is something you guys probably know about already, which is the Makarov pistol. The pistol you spawn with in Apocalypse Rising will not be in APOC 2. I do not really have a big problem with this because I know there's a reason why it's not going to be in the game. I mean, it's for the better of the game. So they were doing a special Q&A sort of thing, and Gus Manak revealed if 20 guns would be in APOC 2. Basically, people were asking Gus in a sort of Q&A type of way, what guns would or wouldn't be in APOC 2? We have planned guns that are planned to be in the game, uncertain and not planned, and the Makarov is on the list of weapons that are not planned to be in the game. This is subject to change, but what I found really cool here is that the Desert Eagle, a Desert Eagle is planned to be in the game. I would have never thought that'd be in the game, so that's really cool. We have the M14 as well, one of my favorite guns from Apocalypse Rising, Auto 5, Maverick 88, which are shotguns, a Tech 9, an FAL, and HK21. A flamethrower here is uncertain, so that's really cool, honestly. And I'd really like to see an AR-15 in the game. That would be a cool addition. A G36K is not planned. Makarov's not planned. An HK, an AK-74U, 5.7. You guys can see the list here. I'll have links to all this in the description below. This is just the guns that they've talked about. They have way more guns planned, obviously. These are just guns that they asked, like, would this gun be in the game? And if no, it would be on the not planned. And if they said yes, it would be on the planned or uncertain, you know? So the next thing we're gonna look at here is the helicopter crash, which is a work in progress. And when I first saw this, I obviously thought it looked really cool. I like how like the heli crash, look, there's like a door, like a window or something right there. That's cool. Like I just like how this looks in general, guys. And my favorite thing about this is I really like these military crates, but I like how it looks like you can actually walk around in this. And they have like the cockpit. Honestly, I like this heli crash color more than our current heli crash color. But yeah, this looks really sick. Very well made. Has a lot of detail to it, and the cockpit looks cool. And yeah, that is the heli crash that's going to be, or is planned to be an AR2. Obviously, it is an early iteration. That may change a lot, but it's cool. But yeah, we basically looked at everything that I've missed or haven't made a video on in regards to Apocalypse Rising 2. On WhoBlocks2's Twitter, again, I'll have links to all of this down in the description below. We have here this is cool. This is like an early, like the animation stuff, but just look how he's walking and everything and the way they're holding the gun. Like it looks really smooth, you know? I think that's the Patriot sound effect that's in APOC 1, but that looks really nice, like the character and everything. I just kind of want to show off what it kind of may look like when you're shooting a gun in AR2. Obviously, things are going to be changed and improved, but that's really cool. So thank you guys for watching this video. We went over basically everything I missed in regards to AR2 development in the past months. So thank you guys for watching, and peace out, guys.